Hey everybody, what do you say? JGA 59 here, Gannon. And I just wanted to make a quick video to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. And I got a couple of things I'd like to share with you today. Uh, what we're looking at, if we're looking at the whole table, we're seeing some recent pickups that I made. Actually, the 68 Jerry Smith is a card I had, and I ordered another one thinking that I needed another one because there was a little black dot on his head. Then I realized I could just scrape the black dot off of his head, so now I'll have doubles of Jerry Smith. But these are some pickups that I've recently made. See, Bernie Carbo, 1973 Bernie Carbo. Shout out to J Average Vintage Collector, who's just about finished completing this set. Bernie Carbo, of course, was maybe his most famous moment was when he hit the 3-run home run in Game 6 of the 1975 World Series to tie the game up with the Reds, which sent the game into extra innings, and that set the stage for Carlton Fisk's famous home run, I believe, what was it, in the bottom of the 11th? But Bernie Carbo had tied the game up previously to make that possible. And just got some other cards. Spider Lock card, I really like this card. He was a safety for the Giants. I remember him when I was a kid. I have a couple of his other cards. I picked this card up of J.D. Hill, who was a wide receiver for the Bills. Very good player. And, I will admit that I was just really struck, by just the card itself, and that's why I picked it up. There's a pretty big gap in my knowledge of football history. And I did a little reading on him. And, he overcame some real personal struggles after his career that are really, very moving and very inspirational. I'd like to actually do a deeper dive into his story. But I just picked this card up because, in a strange way, I kind of thought he sort of looked like the football Oscar Gamble. But, again, he was a really good player, and his story is really worth looking into, and I'm going to do that in a future video. I'm not going to really go over the rest of these here. They got some 1957s, Andy Pafko and some other cats. And what I really wanted to focus on was this piece you see right here. It's a beautiful winter scene of a narrow road going through a wooded area. And if you look down on the right-hand corner of the card, you see that it was painted by Waite Hoyt, the great pitcher. For those of you who don't know about Waite Hoyt, he was, of course, a great pitcher, Hall of Famer, made his mark primarily with the New York Yankees, pitched on the famous Murderers Row team of 1927, but he pitched for a number of other teams as well. And he was also a bit of a Renaissance man. His father was in vaudeville, and Waite Hoyt himself performed in vaudeville. He apparently had a very nice baritone voice, and he sang. I know I've seen some music. I don't know if I purchased it, but I've seen some music with sheet music with Waite Hoyt's name on it. This would be sheet music from the 1920s or 30s. And he was also, as you can see, a great artist. And after his playing days, he went into announcing. He announced many years for the Cincinnati Reds, and he was a natural-born raconteur. He would hold his audiences spellbound during rain delays, talking about just regaling his audiences with stories about the 1920s Yankees and to a very large degree about Babe Ruth. And he also published a book. I have it downstairs in the basement. I should do a deeper dive into Waite Hoyt. He wrote this book. It's more of a magazine, pamphlet magazine about Babe Ruth. And I've got that. I'll share that another time. And again, he was a bit of a Renaissance man. He actually learned the mortuary business from his father-in-law. And there was one sports writer who called him the what do they call him? The Merry. Oh, for God's sakes, what the heck was it? The Merry Undertaker. What was it they called him? I forgot. I'll put it in the note downstairs, down below the video. But let me share with you because this Christmas card was written by, this is Waite Hoyt's handwriting, and it's a card he actually sent to someone, and his name was Eddie. And I'm going to try to read it through the camera here. It says, Eddie, this card, and now I'm not sure this word, inset, has been sent to over 750 people, but only a few outside Cincinnati. And then only those who have been sincere friends or helped me through the years. You were so considerate in sending the birthday card. Your thoughtful kindness could not be overlooked. Good luck. Thank you. Gratefully, Waite Hoyt. So, I just think it's pretty wild. It's a beautiful picture, and I'd like to see what other things he did. In the background here also you see a few things. I recently picked up this beautiful 1952 Topps Hank Bauer. Beautiful card. Plugging away on that 1952 Topps set. Maybe in a few hundred years I will complete it. I guess I've got about 80 of these. And well, shout out to Reverend Steve Cards. I'm not going to do this now, but he's been looking a little bit into the 1955 Bowman set, and I thought maybe I'd just share the ones that I have. I have about 70 of them, and I love the set. I love the 55 Bowman set. It's great. It's great. So that's for a future video. Oh, in the background here, I also recently received this in the mail. It's the stamp at the top right corner. Apparently, it's a first day issue of commemorative stamp, which came out on May 29th, 1964. After the assassination of President Kennedy, his birthday is May 29th, and so they issued this stamp on May 29th, 1964 to remember him by. And then what was unusual about this, there's another stamp down at the bottom, and it looks like it was postmarked May 29th, 1967, 3 years later. So I just thought that this was a beautiful piece, and I wanted to have it. Okay, let me pause the camera for a second. Still haven't eaten that Reggie bar, Mike.